It's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
38-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second and 11. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
4th and goal.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Lining up for the point after.
Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
From the 6. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's the ex-Florida Gator, LaMichael Pirine. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Here's Gaskin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one, and another 1st down. They'll run now with Gaskin. He'll have another 1st down and more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll run it here with Pirine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Pirine. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 42.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Miami set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3 on the play. 1st down, Dolphins.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21. Dolphins 7.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now P-Ryan. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These two teams in this 1st half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth 1st half.
To kick off for Miami.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
New York ready to go again offensively. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Eluding the pressure right. They will find Davis. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Christian Wilkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Makes the score Jets 24.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8 as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going. But give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. That one complete to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete to
25 yards that time. Gets this one to Hill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but it'll be second and goal.
second and goal.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Cedric Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Jets 24.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
By the Jets.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael P. The second touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 19-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Now a carry for Pirine. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really, the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really, that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. Only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, here's Pirine. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
LaMichael Pirine. That's good for a Jets.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
18 more yards.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Miami.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielding just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
SuperMarioGAMERLORDHSV on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
The pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Christian Wilkins on the stop. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Wilkins on the stop.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. The 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And the Jets have got it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At the 9.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
And for the fourth time...